Okay. Just giving people some time to get on, and Zoom and YouTube to talk to each other. Welcome. Say hello in the chat. Yeah, let us know who's here. Okay, I'm going to focus in on this space. If you're new to me, Helen, welcome. I guess I'm a space holder. It's a phrase I just saw and I quite like it. I don't like labels generally. I'm a companion. I'm here as an explorer along with you. And I'm very familiar with the cosmos. And it's comfortable being in the human body, or that was my story. But for certainly the last 10 years or so, I've been diving deeper and deeper into what I call embodiment. And my passion is embodied awakening. So awakening and awakening, which is an infinite discovery to our true nature, to our infinite nature. And then what? Right? Because all of that's available to us without restriction when we drop the illusion of duality and we leave this body. And we're here to experience life in a body. So what I'll be supporting in the next half an hour or so in this time, in this 9-9 gateway, is deep immersion in the God field. I won't be giving too much from mind. I won't be speculative explanations of what's happening energetically. But I'll be taking us into the field that's available. And from here, everything has its own intelligence. The frequencies activate, the frequencies penetrate, and we release and transform at the level of the DNA, at the cellular level, mentally, emotionally, energetically. And then I'll be paying some attention to how we integrate, which is a process that takes linear time also. What I do want to suggest is that there is a realm shift. What does that mean? That's just it's language, right? It's a pointer. We're all uniquely placed in terms of our frequency. So we all have a unique perception on what we can call reality. And there's commonalities, there's shared perceptions. We see this at every level, including mainstream, multiple mainstreams. But in the awakening explorers and communities, there can also be some commonality of shared perception about particular shifts and the availability of new levels of consciousness. I just offer that there is a significant realm shift that's coming in, that's playing out. Okay. Don't give it much thought. So as explorers, let us be directly in inquiry. So I invite us, and it's an us. This field is experienced, changed, received, and shaped by us, by the us that shows up in this space whenever you're watching this video. Okay, we're not engaging in linear time. Our consciousness, every one of us that comes here, is part of this alive field. And it's already playing out its highest potential. So be comfortable, first of all. Be comfortable. Be comfortable but present. Okay. So sometimes I find that actually lying out is what allows the deepest letting go into the channel. There can be more ease in falling asleep before lying out. But just listen, you choose. Be comfortable. Be here. Be present. Be alive. Be awake. Just going to bring through some light language. Mea tea hukai ne tea chi oi me na ta e na kia me ina to e ne che me ne te ka hai me te ne che takare ma oya ka e na tai e na tai me kia e na tai me ko e na ka e ata ki u hai ne me ya tai kia. Okay, so we're opening your channels through our higher centers. We're coming into alignment with our center core. And we're dropping and anchoring with new levels of golden light in and through the base extending to the whole pelvic area. If you can, don't try and correlate anything that comes through words with what overly with what we've known. Okay, we do, it's how we learn, but don't try and sync anything up with previous references. Just be in the now. Be in the now. Okay, so there's some armoring going to come off on the lower levels of the central channel to support this expansion. And it's effortless. Okay, so there's nothing to do, nothing to be done by the person beyond the choice to be here. And the person has already made that choice. So what I'm speaking to here is not the person. Speaking to the soul consciousness. Speaking to the higher consciousness. This person has no idea what's going to come. Consciousness speaking to consciousness. And let go. Let go. Let go of personalities' needs for anything, be anything, to look a certain way, to have a certain kind of experience. We are in the new. We are in the new. We are in the new continuously. And this 9-9 moment of moments is a gateway to a vast range of galactic frequencies and a much higher level of, is the phrase, God consciousness to be accessible to our humans. And breathe out, exhale, let go, relax. Relax, relax, relax. As presence, we are the holder, the container of physicality. As consciousness, as presence, we can communicate with level after level that is undoing and opening. Side body, both sides. Just speaking to some of the things that show up in the field may or may not be perceived in your own awareness. I'm feeling a widening in the side body, the side ribs. Connections into the cervical spine, to the neck, to the back of the neck. We're going to go higher. Simultaneously, we're going to drop with more sovereignty, more certainty through the body, through the lower centers, deep, deep, through the center of Gaia and her awakened consciousness planet. Cosmic heart. And of course, like time, space folds over on itself. It has multiple dimensions. So there is no above and below. So just pointers. allowing. And the allowing, there's the dying again and again, there's a letting go again and again of the idea of what needs to be done. Merging utterly with divine intelligence. Let our pride go. Let death and birth happen, one and the same. Let the stories rest. All the way. And you may feel a lot in the body or not. If you're feeling a lot in the body, be too in that which is before body, around body. Body is arising in this. On the next cycle of breath, let this awareness spread and anchor. Experience all unique consciousnesses, souls, beings here arising in consciousness, experiencing from the I that is all. Feeling the perfection. There's still a rootedness through the physicality of body, body that is being enlightened, awakened in consciousness. There's a rootedness. Awareness includes gravity, which is magnetizing our bones closer to the earth. Even as we are free and we discover more and more freedom. Discovery. So awareness of the hips, magnetizing down. Holding isn't even the word because it suggests grasping, but presencing perhaps. So much light, so much lightness that is simultaneously here with a solidity that is hard to articulate, because it isn't about density and it isn't about being fixed or static. It's about a changed state, changing state, where the ephemeral, the formless, and the earth, the blood of the body, become one, more and more. There's a huge amount of galactic coding coming in for many, and for many it's new. Just pause to allow. Shower. It's more than a shower. And as hollow flutes, as vehicles, we are washed through, we receive, we are encoded, we are activated, we are changed. And light flows, energy flows through us into channels and pathways of the Earth Mother. And from her, throughout galaxy, universe, multiverse. Energy moves. Life moves. Life never ends. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Okay, one more. Just bringing in some coding frequencies to seal all of this. And I invite those of us that feel moved to watch this again, to let it run through again, maybe a few times. More will come in each time. And this space is also an alive, changing space that can continue to evolve. Okay, so at this point, do bring sensory awareness to the soles of the feet and to the skin. Maybe you want to just make some touch with the skin. But a few vital releases, just holding that intention of release is effortless when we're aligned with presence. It can be. It's a choosing, it's a continual choosing. You're whole, you're perfect. You're unborn and undying. Even as all changes and falls away in this earthly plane. A few more grounded breaths. Beautiful. Thank you for coming here to play, to create, to transform, to wake up, to make a difference, to answer your soul's calling. for some part of why you're here on earth, why I'm here on earth, why so many of us are here in this moment. Let this dissolve you in new ways. Let this change you. And let this anchor you here more than ever before. If this has served you, I'll put some information underneath about how you can access live gatherings and my circle. Just seeing some of your comments. Thank you for being here. Derek, Galuna. Thank you. Keep holding truth, not with attachment, not with identification, but as a choosing, as a humbling, as an availability for the divinity that we all are, to have form and expression. And thank you for your service. From my heart to yours, in connection and love. Blessed 99.